So Todd loves chocolate. He's not gonna be home very much longer, so I'm gonna make him a batch of saucepan chocolate cookies. Boy, oh boy, am I loving this recipe these days. They are so easy to make, and these cookies are incredible. So one thing that's great about saucepan cookies is you don't have to wait for butter to soften. That's one of the impediments to making cookies at the drop of the hat. You usually have to somehow soften the butter. In this case, I am melting the butter in a saucepan, just one stick, and I'm using salted butter. And just like that, this stick of butter is not only melted, it's starting to sizzle. So as you can imagine, saucepan cookies are made in the saucepan. So I'm gonna add 2 kinds of sugar to the melted butter, brown sugar and powdered sugar. And this is great because you can mix everything in stages, just keep dumping things in. So I'll whisk until all the sugar is pretty much dissolved into this yummy, sizzly melted butter. And then just the act of whisking the sugar and butter together cools it enough that you can drop in 1 egg, but you want to keep kind of whisking the whole time just so the egg never has a chance to sit in those warm ingredients for too long. So once you've gotten the egg totally incorporated, it's time to add the first stage of chocolate. Now I've got dark chocolate chips, and I'm gonna sprinkle them in to this mixture. And the whole point of this stage of chocolate is to melt it into these warm ingredients. And it's happening very, very fast. This may become my go-to cookie method. After years and years of having to kind of drag out the mixer and soften the butter and have patience, all these different vessels, wet ingredients, dry ingredients, there's something so beautifully simple about this. So I'm also gonna add some vanilla. The cool thing is it's all the same ingredients that you use to make cookies the regular way. It's just the method is the only thing that's different. Alrighty, so the vanilla is mixed in. So now it is time for the dry ingredients. Just all-purpose flour and baking soda. I've also got some sea salt. I love that salty, sweet vibe, especially with chocolate cookies. Now at this stage, I think I'm gonna switch to the rubber spatula. It's just easier to fold the flour into the mixture. Okay, this is about as smooth and wonderful as it can be. Look at this cookie dough, by the way. Wow. Now I'm gonna scoop the dough onto 2 cookie sheets. I'm gonna use a scoop just so they're all the same size, and then I'll dot the tops with more chocolate chips. I'm gonna bake these beautifully chocolate cookies at 350 degrees for 12 minutes. Then I'll take them out and let them cool. All right, here they are, chocolate saucepan cookies, an absolute revelation of a cookie method. So I'm gonna get these to Todd later before his football practice. And for that reason alone, I'm gonna be Todd's favorite person today.